Hello and welcome to Marketing Agent TV, Nigeria's leading initiative in the business of brand management and the management of brand business. It is a 30-minute awesome package that comprises brand news, branding focus and industry conversation, all in a mix encompassing thorough and in-depth analysis aimed at promoting the brand idea. I am Oluwabukola. Stay tuned.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand idea.
We begin with brand news, where we bring you the latest developments around brands and on the field of marketing and advertising in Nigeria and around the world. Now on brand news.
As part of its commitment to encourage positive change in Nigerians' water drinking culture, Pernod Ricard is set to launch the phase 2 of its Drink More Water campaign. The initiative is designed to promote and encourage responsible social life among young Nigerians who actively engage in the culture of partying, encouraging them to include water as an essential component of their intake at all times. According to the company, the Drink More Water campaign promotes responsible drinking habits and prioritizes hydration, especially during festive occasions. It will be recalled that the campaign debuted last year while harping on the importance of staying hydrated while enjoying social gatherings, especially among youth. Over time, strategic marketing investment has remained one of the effective tools for brands to gain competitive advantage and strong positioning over rivalry brands. Some business professionals share insight on what business entrepreneurs can achieve by employing this powerful tool.
What we've seen globally in many economic downturns is the brands that keep advertising spend during those hard times are more likely to retain their share and grow it after the hard times are kind of a bit less. And there's been many studies that prove it.
They also state some of the reasons why, despite these huge advantages, others still shy away from patronizing advertising.
I actually don't think any business would decide to not want to boost their the number of eyeballs that they have on their products or their business. I think it's mostly fun at the end of the day. All right. If someone approaches you and says, I can help you have more eyeballs, get people to see you more and purchase more, you wouldn't say no naturally. So it's perhaps because you don't have the fund to pay for that particular service, then you might have to now decline and want to do it yourself.
As Nigeria joined the rest of the globe to celebrate this year's International Women's Day, themed Inspire Inclusion, some young professionals have advocated for gender inclusion in the integrated marketing landscape, reaffirming that women have remarkable potential that will contribute immensely to the growth of the industry. They urged all to take action that will drive gender parity, adding that the theme underscores the power and potential of diversity in driving growth, especially when women are inspired to have equal opportunity.
I think the advertising space is doing pretty good at that. There are a lot of women as account managers, as copywriters, as production managers. There are a lot of women as community managers.
Gone are the days where women, are restricted by the proverbial glass ceilings. Now women are holding enviable positions in the industry.
I know that there are not so many female strategists in agencies. You typically find men on the strategy department or heading the strategy team. So I think that agencies should be more open to having women take more positions and lead more roles, be more managerial roles, more managerial positions, because they have that emotional bit to them that can help with leading teams.
That was brand news. Next is branding focus after the break.
Where is Glory?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hello? Where Glow now?
I dey here.
No Glow, don't go village. Tell all our customer abi.
Everybody pay attention. See, now Glow berekete 10x. Now him I dey take tension my customers. Now they dash me 10 times the credits when I load. Or even Sama me double data join.
Yeah. Wait, so with 1 5 wey they give all of us, so you dey enjoy up to 15,000 naira credit and data.
And I say I never finish you. See, una say if we enjoy, if una join Globe Dedicated 10X, una go get 1,000 naira welcome credit. Finish.
Gulo, you don't win. Una see dey here. Hello, please, I'm looking for Glow. Please save now Glow we dey find. Now Glow we dey go. Okay, so
enjoy 10 times the value of your recharge on Glow Berekete 10X. You also get 1,000 naira for calls and data and double data bonus on your subscription.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
Now on branding focus. The Greater Lagos Rising vision of Governor Badejo-Okusanya SANWO-OLU'S administration has received a big boost with the inauguration of the Red Line Rail by Nigeria's President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The giant stride clearly signifies and symbolizes a new era in the state's evolutionary transport sector. The project has the capacity to facilitate 37 trips and accommodate 500,000 passengers daily. Speaking at the occasion, the president reiterated his administration's commitment in improving the nation's infrastructural development, describing the facility as an intrastate rail service aimed at improving transportation within the city. Also in a speech, SANWO-OLU noted that for the first time in the history of the state, there is a system comprising and integrating all three modes of transportation. According to him, every day, the system serves millions of Lagosians across these three transport options. It would be recalled that a Greater Lagos Rising is the visionary and audacious campaign slogan adopted by the governor during his second-term electioneering activities in 2023. It was designed to reinstate and reinforce his vision for the actualization of the mega city status of the Center of Excellence. Apt, sublime, and quite captivating, the mantra is a lyrical composition that captures the visions of previous administrations, refreshes the memories of residents on the abiding potentials in Lagos, and defines the position of the state as a smart city. From sunrise to sunset, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has left no stone unturned in his consistent pursuit of a greater Lagos in terms of infrastructural renewal and proactive policy implementation in all sectors since the commencement of his first term in office. This he has achieved by consolidating on the blueprint and Lagos master plan engineered and developed by former Governor Bola Ahmed Tinubu, now President of Nigeria. The Lagos Rising campaign also builds on the impressive legacies of former Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola, reactivating the dreams of his immediate predecessor, Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, which consequently birthed his aspiration of a Greater Lagos Rising. With the celebration of a new dawn in the Lagos transportation sector, the focus has now shifted towards the future benefits of the Red Line Rail. While the journey ahead may be long, the inauguration of the project is a promising step towards a more connected, efficient, and economically vibrant Lagos. It is a laudable feat that has further explained the validity of Governor Sanwo-Olu's 2023 campaign mantra, "A Greater Lagos Rising."
That was Branding Focus. Next is Industry Conversation, where we have discussions with industry thought leaders who have distinguished themselves in the business of brand management and the management of brand business. My guest today is a PR professional, a former president of the African Public Relations Association. Join me right after the break.
Hello, my bro. Man, the rain is so heavy here. And there's so much traffic. I think we should postpone, huh?
Not a chance. Aisha.
We don't quit, guys. I'll be there.
Done.
2 files received.
I'm on my way. Take first right in 50 meters and you're there.
Copy that. Aisha, where are you?
Guess where?
2 minutes. 2 minutes. Move. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Runway X.
The future of fashion showcasing.
Very impressive. How did you pull that off?
With Nigeria's top tech talents.
And Globe.
Power your relentless ambition with ultra-high-speed data. Glow with pride.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
Welcome back to Industry Conversation. My guest today is PR veteran, the lead partner, CMC Connect LLP, Mr. Yomi Badejo-Okusanya, YBO. Glad to have you join us on the program.
Thank you, Vuki. Thank you for having me.
All right, great. So let's begin with your agency's feat at the last La Priga. Now, your agency was awarded Model Agency of all time. Now, how does that make you feel, and what does this mean or signify for the agency?
First and foremost, we don't describe ourselves as an agency. An agency is an organization that carries one thing from one place to another, and doesn't add that much value to it. So that's why you call a post office an agency, because when you give a post office a letter, they'll deliver it for you without imputing in the content of the letter. So we'd rather describe ourselves as a consulting firm, along the lines of KPMG, PEC, PwC, and so on and so forth. So our full name is actually CMC Connect LLP, Perception Consulting.
Perception Consulting. Okay,
So,
that is what
now,
wanted.
I think why we were chosen as the model agency of the year is that we've been here for 32 years. This is our 33rd year of operations, and we have remained relevant in the business. And how have we been able to do that? By renovating, or by innovating, let me use the word. Every time we keep on innovating, we keep on making sure that we are cutting edge. What does the market want? What does the market require? And then we adapt ourselves to suit it. The latest one is what you call the LLP, like you said. We shifted from a limited liability company to a limited liability partnership. And how does that work? We believe that there's a lot of talent that is latent that we probably cannot capture in a 9-to-5 business. So let me give an example, very good example. Somebody like your publisher, John Ajayi, who I've known for over 30 years also, and he can be a consultant with us. Why? Because he's got latent talent. All his talent right now is concentrated in building his business, but he has talent that we can use, but we cannot definitely pay for, and that's what we do. So we bring partners on board from across board, especially in the areas of specialty. So are we talking about technology public relations, healthcare public relations, environment public relations, entertainment public relations, and so on and so forth. So those are the ones that we bring to the table. So I think that model, and how did we arrive at that? We felt that the world is coming together. So you have Mobil joining with Exxon, or Total joining with Elfina. So how come we should be building silos. The future of the profession that I see will be what I call mergers, acquisitions, and partnerships. And that's where we started. And I think that is what earned us that award as a model agency.
Awesome. I can say that that was a well-deserving award.
Thank you.
So let's talk about the Nigerian public relations as a sector. Now, in light of the economic challenges that prevailed in the year 2023, what would be your evaluation of the industry as it stands now?
Well, I think the same challenge we've had over the years is what we've been carrying forward. And that is the appreciation of the value that public relations brings to the table. Unfortunately, we haven't done a good job in defining who we are, what we contribute to the table. I think that part of the vagueness also emanates from when we say what is the definition of public relations. And there are as many definitions of public relations as there are practitioners. And some of them you find they are almost like textbooks. They are long paragraphs, they are windy and so unwieldy. So if we can't even tell people concise and in a succinct manner who we are, how can we then tell what we bring to the table? So it's not strange that many mistake us for journalists, mistake us for media, some even call us protocol people. Some say that we are professional bribe givers and bribe takers. Some say that we are protocol, or, you are looking for somewhere to tuck someone in, and as long as she's pretty, no offense meant to the women folk, you feel that the best place you can throw her is in the public relations department. No, public relations is a strategic management tool that establishes trust, that sustains the trust, and in some cases rebuilds that trust for comparative reputation advantage. And you will agree with me that every organization needs trust. Trust is the license you require to operate as an organization. Without trust, you cannot operate. Would you go to a hospital you don't trust? Would you go to a police station you don't trust? What is the problem that the government at various levels have? It's trust. You are here speaking to me because you trust that I will contribute to the value of your program. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. I am speaking to you because I trust your program. If I felt that your program was dodgy in any way, I wouldn't be speaking to you. So for me, 2023 was the same thing. And what we need to do as public relations practitioners, as an industry as a whole, is to promote, to enlighten, and to fight for the value that public relations brings to the table.
Awesome, that was what said. So aside the issue of identity and, defining the purpose and, identifying the purpose of the industry, are there other challenges mitigating against, the progress of the industry? And how would you say professionals in the industry are combating or, resolving these challenges?
Okay, some of the problems, I'll give you a few of the problems. One, people are eating our lunch. They start eating our breakfast, then they're eating our lunch, and now they're eating our dinner. Wow. How does that work? So look at public relations like a pie, like a pizza, whole pizza. And some guys came one day and said, look, we're event managers, we're not public relations practitioners. And then they take a piece of our pie away. Then some other guys came and said, oh, guess what? We are digital. We are not public relations people. And they've taken a bit of our pie. Now, the most recent set of people are those who call themselves influencers. And they also have come for a piece of our pie. Now, the truth be told, each of those functions are tools of public relations. Now, it's like when you when you then make any of those functions and you replace them with publicly, or you replace public relations with them, it's like the tail wagging the dog. In the sense that, take it like this, you go to a mechanic and you say, my car is faulty, and then uses a diagnostic tool. The diagnostic tool is what tells you overall what is wrong with the car. And then you begin to change the parts. You know, maybe it's a fuel injector, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. Now, what those people are doing is that they are replacing the fuel injector with the diagnostic tool. I don't know if that makes sense.
You do. You do.
The diagnostic, the fuel injector is just a part. So public relations is a strategic management discipline. Strategic, which means that it's well planned, it's deliberate, it is intentional, it's not accidental. The down part of it is the tactical, which a lot of people. So you find a situation nowadays where somebody is using an influencer, and then it comes to you as a public relations practitioner, and it says, oh, I'm going to pay you in 60 days, I'll pay you in 90 days. But the influencer, you must, even before the influencer does anything, before he or she writes, pay him in full. Where is the value in that? Where's the equity in that? Now, what that person is doing is, like I explained before, a slice of the pizza. It is the sum of the part makes the whole. So to get a holistic picture, you need the parts in place. So that's one. Two, the value, people not recognition. I've told you that we have an identity crisis. My mantra is that public relations needs public relations. The first requirement of public relations is public relations. As a matter of fact, you've got to say to physician, heal thyself. Now, everything else then flows from that. What are the other things that flow from that? The fact that we are not, because people don't place the right value on you, then they don't give you the proper remuneration. Sometimes when budgets are being crafted, they would have dealt with every other thing before they now call the public, oh, well, we have a PR person, or we have a strategic communication. You know what? Manage this small amount of money. And it doesn't work like that. It is once the plan is in place, the public relations person must sit at that table to be able, he's part of what is being constructed. He's part of what is being discussed. His advice is from the very beginning. So those are some of the challenges. And then because of that, we find out that sometimes we don't play with our A-list. So people want to be what? They want to be accountants. They want to be engineers. They want to be lawyers. They want to be, whatever, medicine and so on and so forth. Because people come into the business and they think, if it's not going to remunerate me well, why should I be here? So we find a situation whereby talent, there's a dearth of talent also. Either people come in bright-eyed when they see what's going on, then they leave. Or they don't even come at all. So the challenge we have for public relations, the big issue cascades. Yoruba have a saying, ti alabagbeni shole, kekere at gorie. So that big one has made us as public relations practitioners prostrate. Let me translate for those who don't speak the lingo. If a big problem lands you on the floor, then the smaller ones have the opportunity to trample over you. So that's exactly the challenge, or those are some of the challenges we have in public relations.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
And that's the much we can take this week on Marketing Edge on TV. Join us same time next week for the concluding part of our conversation with Mr. Yomi Badejo-Okusanya. My name is Oluwabukola Omoniyi. Bye for now.
Every weekday on Business Nigeria, we uncover the secrets of the financial world,
breaking down intricate economic and financial matters.
We analyze the stock market, shares, bonds, and the thrilling world of cryptocurrencies.
We unveil and analyze complex policies of the CBN and other government parastatals as they affect your everyday life, keeping you a step ahead every time.
Okay, this is incredible. Facts matter. Our team dives deep to separate fact from popular opinion.
We simplify complex government policies as it impacts your everyday life, helping you navigate the ever-changing financial landscape.
Watch Business Nigeria every weekday at 2 p.m. only on TVC News. First with breaking news.
Every second, every minute, every hour, and every day, time doesn't just tick away. It counts down to political decisions that shape our world.
This country must move.
Imagine the impact these decisions have on our lives. Some are consequential, others may leave us intrigued or baffled.
You will have no better friend and partner than Nigeria.
Step in and feel the frenzy like never before. Join me every weekday for an hour of fact-finding interviews where questions cut to the core.
What does Tinubu have that other 17 candidates do not have?
I will dig in to get to the heart of issues, from local politics to global insight. Join me as I unearth the power plays, jaw-dropping revelations, and the unfiltered truth. This isn't just politics, it's unraveling the stories that matter. Brace yourself for Politics Tonight every weekday at 8 p.m., where every decision echoes along the corridors of our lives. Politics Tonight, only on TVC News.
The Inspector General of Police has met with senior officers to review the state of security.
We are continuing our coverage of the arrest of Godwin Emefiele.
The Senate has summoned the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria to properly brief the Senate regarding the state of the economy.
President Bola Tinubu has announced the total removal of fuel subsidy.
The fresh subsidy is gone. What I will never take is threat.
Let's now bring you more development from Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, where an explosion has taken place. Tell us about this incident.
TVC News. First with breaking news.
Nigeria's Niger Delta region, where the black gold continues to flow and fuel Africa's largest economy, where the line between wealth and poverty has never been thinner. Oil, gas, politics, development, and community issues all are highly valuable commodities in the Niger Delta. How do they combine, and how can they work together to spawn a new era in the Niger Delta?
Join award-winning ace broadcaster Mahmoud Felix Akuga on TVC News every Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. and Saturdays at 3:30 p.m.
as he probes deep to analyze issues in the region from angles never before explored. For sponsorship and participation, call us on 080-584-75898 or 080-205-40134 inside the Niger Delta with Mahmoud Akuga, the authentic voice of Nigeria's oil-rich region.